So if you're considering getting one of Samsung foldables, whether it be the Z Flip 3 or the Z Flip 4, I could tell you the Flip series is awesome. Now we're actually going to take a closer look at the Z Flip 3, but I first wanted to go over what is to be expected on the upcoming Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4. And I've got a quick article here pulled up on phonearena.com with the latest coverage. I'll actually link this up below. But basically, Samsung plans to make and sell a whole lot more foldables this year than compared to last. And the trend is likely going to continue in the years ahead, which I think is smart considering how cool these phones are, and Apple is yet, to step up to the plate and make their own foldable. Now, as far as waiting for the Z Flip 4, I think that if you had to get a foldable phone right now, just grabbing that Z Flip 3 would be worth it. Obviously, when the Z Flip 4 releases, it's going to have around the same price point of about $1,000, which is still what the Z Flip 3 costs. But with that being said, I think it's just worth getting the Z Flip 3 right now. And I actually wanted to go over 3 reasons I think it's worth getting, so let's check that out. Now, folding phones are awesome, but are they worth the cost? Well, yes, and I think this is the perfect entry flip phone, even with its current price point. Now, the first reason I would say it's worth buying is because it takes up a lot less pocket space when folded when you carry it around. This is definitely something I never considered in the beginning, but since using this phone, I can definitely appreciate the extra pocket space. Now, the next reason is the cover screen is pretty revolutionary in my opinion. You can see GIFs, notifications, and even play games on the cover screen, which I'm about to show you. Now, when you do play games on the cover screen, not everything is going to work perfectly. For example, if you try to play Call of Duty Mobile on the cover screen of this phone, it would probably be a little bit hard. But there are some games like Alto's Odyssey, Jetpack Joyride, and some others that you can actually play on the cover screen when the phone is folded, which is just really cool. I know it's a little bit ridiculous, but I'm going to just kind of show you some of Alto's Odyssey right here. Just doing my thing. Of course, as I'm going over some of the reasons to buy this phone, if you have any questions about it specifically, you could always message me below in the comments. And of course, if you guys could tap the like button on this, I would definitely appreciate it as well. Now, some other things about this phone, obviously you can see I've got that nice Venom wallpaper going on. One of the biggest complaints people have had with using this phone since it released was the battery life. However, it's had updates, and honestly, you get 128 gigs of storage on this phone. And the battery, for me, no issues getting through a full day. I just got to point that out. Okay, other than that, the camera on this phone is also really good. It can record in 4K at 60 frames per second. I'll show you an example picture here of my Jason Voorhees coffee mug. But honestly, Samsung phones always have good cameras. They always have, and this one is no exception. Now, the next thing I want to do is go over some of the performance, which is another reason I think this phone is just incredible. I'm going to play a couple games here. We'll do some Into the Dead 2, killing some zombies. Then I'm going to play some Jetpack Joyride, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, now let's check out some Jetpack Joyride. Okay, so just to recap on the reasons I think the Z Flip 3 is worth buying this year. The first one being, I think it's the perfect entry flip phone, especially if you've never owned one of these before. It's also got the really cool cover screen on it. You can see I've got that Superman GIF. You can also play games, do a bunch of other cool things. And it's great for gaming, watching video. It's also just kind of cool to have the phone flipped, even if it's like, 60% flipped when you're, watching things or just, doing things on this phone. Anyways, if you have any questions about using the Z Flip 3, feel free to message me below, like I said. But this phone is awesome. No regrets buying it, and it's one of the coolest phones out right now. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see y'all in the next video.